Alright, hello. Donnie Darko, the reference to the Donald Trump assassination attempt in Donnie Darko. Um, if you don't already know, Donnie Darko obviously is a quite nice reference to Donald Trump. And there's been a lot of people that have done decodes on Donnie Darko and have made that Trump connection, okay? We're going to make another one here. It's one actually that I haven't seen before, but it's been several days now since the shooting, and I'm wondering if somebody might have already done this decode because it's like one of the obvious places to go and look. With Frank getting shot, Frank the bunny rabbit getting shot in the film, okay, by Donnie Darko. So it's probably an obvious place to go and look at, and it's a pretty simple decode. But I apologise if somebody's already done it. I haven't had time to watch much of other people's stuff this last week, and I haven't really been watching those kind of channels that do these kind of decodes, so to speak. So anyway, let's go. We're at the scene now, right? And this is the bit where Donnie Darko's, girlfriend, so to speak, they get into a bit of a tussle, and she gets thrown out on the ground, and then she's going to get run over, and then Donnie Darko is going to shoot Frank for running her over. So somewhere in here's the car coming up, right? I'm gonna have to play a little bit of this, see if I can stop it in the right spot. The car's going to come up, swerve around the old lady, and run Gretchen over. And let's see, what we need is we really need that number plate actually a bit bigger so we can have a look at I think actually gets a little bit bigger up here. Let's see. Right, this car, I just wanted to point out, this kind of car shows up I'm pretty sure it's in Superman on the Golden Gate Bridge. I'm pretty sure it's very similar to the one in Madonna's, which I was just talking about that video, What a Girl Wants, okay, with the car crash at the end, which I'm going to do a decode for another date coming up on that soon. But anyway, so what's interesting about this, I'm already getting sidetracked, is if we get to the bloody number, Dan, come on. Hang on, we need to back up. Oh yeah, look, Virginia, very nice. Ooh, can't quite. Ooh, let me go back just a hair. Well, it's actually almost good enough to read that now for you guys. Can I stop it? There we go. Got it. Okay, JD, Donald John. Okay. Also with JD, we've got the J is 10, so just take the 1 there. The D is 4, so we've got 14. Well, you could just add the D on, I guess, to the 10. You've got 14 there with the words, okay? And then we've got 6. I'm not sure if anybody's pulled that one out of the film before. I can't believe that somebody wouldn't have. It's pretty obvious. And then if we look at the 48 and 92 here, I'm pretty sure Donald, I don't know, well, anyway, 48 and 92 is in one of the connotations. Both of those numbers are in the varying connotations of Donald John Trump or Donald Trump, okay, in the gematria. So this is pretty interesting. And plus, what's also interesting about this is the 48 with the eclipse and the 92, where we are coming up to a date this year, 9/2. Actually, I don't know. I'm not sure if I actually need to look up what day Labor Day is on this year, but I was thinking maybe it was 9/2, but maybe it's not. I don't know. Anyway, I can't remember. But what's interesting about this date is the tie-in with Madonna, with the 9/2 numerology for, I'm just going to say her balancing point with Billy Idol to do with the dollar bill, and of course Donald Trump shares some numerology and gematria with dollar bill and Billy Idol, and Billy Idol is the dollar bill. Billy, Bill, I, one, and dollar, doll. Okay. Anyway, super sidetracked. We've got Donald Trump's birthday right here, and we've got some more little references to it and some other interesting references, numbers that we can pick out of these numbers here, right? Can pick a lot of stuff out of those 4 numbers. Anyway, of course, what happens here is the clown gets out first. Where have we seen this just recently? Yeah, in this video here. No, not in this video. In this video. Oh, blimmin' hell. Well, I had it up here somewhere. Ah, there it is. In this video here with the clowns. In the Snoop Dogg Lavender video. Yeah, the ender of the lav. Okay. So this is pretty interesting with the Snoop Dogg connection here. Note the bang gun, and look at Donald Trump's hair here. It's blonde colored, which will become relevant here in just a second with the gun. Okay. Anyway, the clown. Oh no, I'm on the wrong one again here. The clown pops out first. Okay, this is super duper important. Then who's coming out next? Frank's coming out next. Now, the reference with Frank the bunny is pretty interesting now with Donald Trump's running partner, Vance, being Dave Bowman. Because, of course, Frank Poole is the astronaut that gets killed by Hal. Okay? So this is pretty interesting that Frank here is the kind of the one that's getting killed here, okay, and Donald Trump's the one that got the supposed gunshot wound, okay. If you're following what I'm saying there with Frank, okay. Anyway, well, I'll just get to the point. Here we go. Come on, he's upset, and here comes the rabbit, and Donnie is gonna shoot him. Come on. I think he says go home or something like that, which is interesting about. Let's see.
Tell your parents
I think he says go home, tell your parents.
you'll be okay.
Let's see. No.
Go home and tell your parents.
Go home. Go home. This is what this is all about, is getting back to God, going home. So that's interesting. He's sending this dude home. Okay, he's just shot Frank. Managed to miss the spot. But anyway, we'll come back onto that. What I want to do is reference this guy real quick. Okay, this is important, right? So Frank's just been shot. Wish I could have. I think actually it shows him later, yeah. So Frank's just been shot. So this dude here is sent home. Okay, this is the other dude that's in the car. Right, let's go to the Donnie Darko here. And so Frank's friend, I'm assuming this is the guy right here, okay? Frank's friend, let's look at his personals now. Oh, of course. This was the first thing I clicked on, and I'm just like, you just can't write it. That's what I've been saying. I've just been saying it so much lately. You just can't write this stuff. July 13th. So Fran Kranz is here's our reference to July the 13th. Absolutely mental. Just, I guess, yeah. What do you do? What do you say about this? Frank's getting shot. He gets out of the car with the number plate with Donald Trump's birthday on it. A couple other nice little references to Trump. We know that Donnie Darko's got a ton of Trump references. So we've got Donnie shooting Frank, who is basically Frank represents the ego that is stuck in the pool. Yeah, Frank Pool. He's the guy that's within, he's in Lake Mead. He's stuck in that system. Okay, that's now been corrupted. Okay. So anyway, what are the chances that this guy's birthday happens to be, again, the day that the assassination attempt occurs on? He's getting out of the car with Frank, who is the bunny. There's some good comments from Sandra on the bunny, and again, I go back to the dollar bill with that, with the 2 bunny ears, yeah, on each corner of the top of the dollar bill, and Follow the White Rabbit is following that number jump through, okay, on the top of the dollar bill, which is a 187. I'm wondering if there's a connection between 187 and there's some kind of connection that I'm missing between 187 and 713. But anyway, maybe I don't know, because anyway, I don't know. But that's that's our thing on the dollar bill. It's going to 213, it's going to 187, and yeah, I don't know what else to say about it other than it all ties to the dollar bill. Okay, which I think all ties to the Hoover Dam, which I think all ties to Pluto and 9/11, and all this stuff is all part of a cycle that is happening now. Okay, and I think we're getting close to the end of it, but I'm not 100% on that. But anyway, I'm not done with this. There's a little bit more to this now as well, which I want to show you. But anyway, this guy gets out of the car, and we've got where was I at? Which one was it? Right here. And we've got Frank, who is, what's interesting as well is as he's laying on the ground here, he's got his earring. You can see a little dot right here. So this is pretty interesting as well. Interesting. I'm going to leave that part of it now, but there's something else I wanted to mention, and it is this song. It's a bit of a loose connection, but I want to show you it anyway. The song Head Over Heels by Tears for Fears. Okay, and it's interesting with the idea of the Hoover Dam break and the tears and Tears for Fears. Okay, the song is released the 14th of June. Part of the reason maybe why they picked it, I don't know, because it's Donald Trump's birthday. So it's released on Donald Trump's birthday, 1985, and obviously from the album Songs from the Big Chair is the Hoover Dam. Okay. Oh, blimey now, what do I want to say about this? It kind of interesting with Everybody Wants to Rule the World as well, preceding this. Yeah, the idea of the ruler of the world, maybe to be Donald Trump again. But if we go to the music video, I want to show you a couple of things in here. Okay. So actually, while we're on this dude, what I'm getting from this dude is so there's a couple of bits in here we're going to look at, but the reference back to Snoop Dogg's song video Lavender, and also kind of, it's a very loose connection, but I thought I'd just mention it. Okay, so anyway, the first thing is this dude with the Amish look. Okay, and so by itself doesn't really mean much, but if you, well, I guess if you're from America, you probably realize that, like, what goes hand in hand with Amish is Pennsylvania. That's like where they're, I think it's where they're most concentrated, Pennsylvania. Okay, so this is interesting. Um, what we also have in the video is some point up here. So I have this librarian thing, and this whole thing with the library, and there's a start of this scene. I haven't really done a ton on this, but this first part to this reminds me of Ghostbusters, and Ghostbusters has got a ton. There's this little scene here where all these things fly out. I did look up the librarian from Ghostbusters because in this music video, Roland is what is he doing? He's kind of trying to impress this librarian, and we have that Ghostbusters reference there, and then with all the things flying out, and then we have her, and at some point in here, we go upstairs, and there's a lot of ominous stuff in the background here with the gas mask and all kinds of weird stuff in here. I haven't really sat down and thought about this too much. So, and then there it is. The fake gun, bang. It's interesting with the blonde hair here. With Donald Trump with the blonde hair in this one, So I thought that was kind of interesting. Just the fact with the fake gun. What else do I want to show you in here? So we've done the Pennsylvania connection, this sort of connection. I don't have any connection apart from most presidents have a presidential library, don't they? So this is, I don't know, it's kind of very loose. But the other connection is in this song, one of the sort of main lines is the four-leaf clover. This is my, in fact, and that's that line there with the four-leaf clover is, I mean, the only thing I think of is the luck of the Irish. It's, for me, it's an island reference and it's a luck reference. So I don't know. What I'm going to say about it is that it does, it's very loose, but it references the 17th of March, a 317 number. So it's all very loose. It's all very, very loose. This is the kind of stuff that I think is more organic, rather than, rather than maybe a setup job. But anyway, that's it. That's it for the decode. Okay, we got Donnie Darko shooting Frank, the rabbit, the connections back with the dollar bill, the connections on the number plate of the car. The connection is the clown that gets out of the car, and then his birthday, the actor's birthday, is 7/13, same day that Donald Trump's assassination attempt occurs. And if you think about those two getting out of the car, yeah, the one that is sacrificed and the one that is saved, this is really yourself, the two separate states of yourself. Okay, the false ego is the thing that has to be sacrificed. Okay, the false self, to allow the bloody clown to survive. Okay. Yeah. So we have, I don't know, it's just like Donald Trump having a near miss there. Okay. sacrificed and resurrected in the same moment. Okay, and you could almost say it was almost head over heels when that happened. He kind of was, wasn't he? He kind of went down on the floor, kind of interested. Okay, anyway, I'm going to leave it there. That's it. Done. Alright. Cheers. Bye.